Hi, everyone. We have author Dervé J here, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself.
Hello, everyone. I am Dervé J. I'm a Haitian American indie author from Long Island, New York. I am the author of the poetry collection On the Way to Rain. Thank you for speaking with me today.
You're welcome. So tell us about your book.
So the book is split up into three sections. The first section is about being able to self-reflect and being able to acknowledge behavior that isn't contributing to your self-love. And it's about being able to be self-aware enough to admit where some behavior is contributing to you in a negative way. And then the second section, the poems are about trying to figure out where the bad behavior came from. It's about ancestral traditions and generational curses that are passed down. Because, you know, we are who we come from. And a lot of times when you go through a period of healing, you need to pinpoint where some of the bad examples came from before you can say, okay, let me make a different decision. And then the second section is also about making the decision to change and be better, because you also have to say, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna follow in those footsteps. And then the third section is about how you begin to feel when you start to love yourself and choose yourself, and you know, the way that you may act when you decide to be the queen of your own life.
Okay. And what inspired you to write this book?
Honestly, what usually inspires me is just life in general. I literally can be listening to a song or watching a movie or walking down the street, and it's so amazing, because it's how I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, because it kind of just really comes to me. I could be watching something and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I kind of interpret it in my own head. And then the words really start coming to me. And then it just kind of goes from there. That's really how a lot of my projects come about. Yeah.
And On the Way to Rain, how did you come up with that title?
So, okay, I gotta go to my notes because this one is really important to me. The title is really important to me. So I titled the book On the Way to Reign because the collection is about doing what is necessary in order to reign over yourself. It's about seeing yourself as the queen of your life. And to reign to me is just about being in a place in life where you choose yourself, where you love yourself, where you honor yourself, where you make healthy decisions for yourself. And that really is a journey. It really is. And I felt like the title should reflect that. It should reflect the journey that she really is on, that the speaker of the poems is on. So I felt On the Way to Rain really reflected that really well.
Okay. And would you like to read us one of your poems?
I would like to. So I read this poem on my IGTV, one of my IGTV videos. It's titled, Yeah, I'm Single. And it's about just being okay with your singleness journey, you know, and doing what you need to do to feel okay about it and enjoy it, because there's nothing wrong with being by yourself. You know, sometimes it's really healthy. Sometimes it's what you need. And I think oftentimes we're made to feel like being single is a bad thing, but it can be the most transformative experience if you look at it the right way. So I wanted to write a poem that celebrated that and contribute some positivity towards, you know, being single. So that's what it was about. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay. I love my independence. I wear it sexy in rough cotton or red satin. I rise high on my own, reach my own pinnacles. I can smile on my own, party and parade on my own. I grind my hips, do dips and split sleeve, holding my tricks. I please on my own. Strawberries, whipped cream, sexy red romance all night long, all on my own. I adorn myself with crystal and diamond, met Chanel on my own, professional on my own. I hustle, rubber band them and stack them up on my own. Cut them checks on my own. I'm loving me right now, Bo. But I may call you soon.
Nice. I love it.
Thank you.
And thank you for sending us a copy as well.
Absolutely. Thank you for allowing me to.
Well, tell us, how long did it take you to finish writing this book?
Okay, so I write poetry all the time, and I decided in April 2019 that I was going to put a collection out. And I was like, okay, I'm going to start with the poems I already have and see what themes I had that I can put together to tell a really good story. And it really started April 2019. Now, of course, I had to make some new poems to really make sense with the theme and everything like that. So I wrote the last poem for this February of this year. Okay. Yeah, it was the last poem I wrote. And I finished the manuscript completely like March. So it took me about a little over a year.
Yes. And are you self-published?
Yes. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. How was that journey for you?
It was really hard, I'm not gonna lie, but it's possible. I didn't know anyone who self-published before. There's not that many resources out there that tell you, how to go about doing it. But there are a few out there, and it's not difficult. It's just that it takes a lot of work. You really got to be committed to it because you're really doing what a whole publishing team would be doing for you by yourself. So it's a lot of work, but of course I'm going to say it's rewarding because I want to be a writer and I love what I do. So I'm going to say that. But for anyone who is thinking about going that route, it's hard, but if you commit to it, it could be really rewarding.
Definitely. And are you working on another book?
Yes. On the Way to Rain is first of many books come from me. I write songs, I write plays. I've written plays before, and short stories, novels, and stuff like that. So this is number one, but there'll be a lot more.
Yes, yes. Now tell everybody where they can purchase On the Way to Rain.
So On the Way to Rain is available on Amazon. It's also available on my website, dervej.com. So yes.
And is there anything else that you would like to tell us about your book?
My love for writing, as I said, is what inspires me to write. But I believe that we know what we're supposed to do when we come on Earth. And the whole goal for me and my writing is to lead with love, right? That's what I try to do as a human being. I try to be the best human being that I can. And I know that the more that I evolve and the more that I grow, that's going to come into my writing, right? It's going to just spill into it. And that's the whole goal. The whole goal of the book is to encourage and inspire you to be better in whatever way that is, so that's the goal behind it.
And are you a book reader as well?
Yes, I love reading. Right now I'm reading Tapping the Power Within by Iyanla Vanzant and The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. Yes, I'm a book nerd.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. I was so excited. This is like my first interview. So thank you so much.
No problem. All right, everyone. That was author Dervé J telling us about her book. Make sure you go out and purchase a copy, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this video below.